Dark. Such a dark show. Hi everyone, my name is Martin and welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna review a TV show Dark that debuted on Netflix in 2017 and ended in June 2020. So first half of this review is going to be a spoiler-free review, just so you know, and then the second half is going to be a spoiler review. I'm gonna give you a spoiler warning when that comes. So let's get started. So Dark is a German sci-fi TV show that debuted on Netflix in 2017 and ended on June 2020. It's set in a small German town where the disappearance of two young children exposed the relationships among four families. The show is filled with a lot of supernatural twists that ties back to the same town in 1986, 1953 and sometimes in 1920 and 1952. I started to watch this show because my brother was constantly recommending it to me. I didn't know anything about the plot, I didn't even watch the trailer, and oh my god, since Breaking Bad, I don't remember last time when I was so focused on every single episode in one show. Like every single time I started watching a new episode, I was like, yes, yes, give me more. I finished the show in 2 days, that's how excited I actually was. Every time a twist is happening, and as I said in the beginning, it's a show full with twists. Like every single time a twist is happening, my face was like, everything is so connected and beautifully written that I couldn't, and I tried, but I couldn't find just one plot hole. Just I can't believe how anyone would come out to idea to make something like this. I don't get it why so many people comparing this show with Stranger Things. Yes, it is a show on Netflix that is set in a small town where kids are missing and some crazy supernatural things are happening. But trust me, Stranger Things, it's a baby for this show. I mean, I don't want you to think that I hate Stranger Things. I really love Stranger Things, but I think that Dark, it's whole another level. It's better. It's my opinion, so you can just hate me for that or you can join me, of course. The casting for this show was so great. The past, present, future versions looked so similar, and to be honest, I haven't watched any of those actors before, but they were very good. In first season they were just acting, but in second and third season you can feel that they're not just acting, it's just like that they really become those characters. Another thing that I wanna point out is that in this show there's no main character, like everyone is a main character. And yes, you can say that Jonas and Martha are main characters, and yes, the plot is mainly going around those two, but you can also say that everyone else is a main character. Everyone is given a good reason to be in this show, to be in this story, in this town, to be at the right place at the right time, or in this story at the wrong place at the wrong time. Everyone is trying to prevent something from happening, but they somehow always ended up causing that to happen. You might not understand me, but you will understand me when you finish the show. I know you might think, oh, here we go, another twisty show, this is gonna end up being another Lost or Game of Thrones Season 8. Trust me, with this show that's not the case. As I said, everything is so beautifully written and connected, and by the time you finish the final episode, everything will be so clear and everything will be explained to you in the best possible way. I mean, they have their story planned. They wrote the entire story from the beginning to the end, and then they started shooting it. And that's what I think Dark is so good. 3 seasons, done, no room for sequels. There is, I can say, a running gag here, at least it is for me. They used it too much in this show, almost every episode, and that is Jonas constantly waking up from his bad dreams like this. Sometimes it's Jonas, sometimes it's Martha, which was very funny for me after seeing it a couple of times, because I feel like they were playing us the same video all over again. And another thing, in this city, in this town, it's always raining and for some reason nobody's wearing an umbrella. So yes, that's it for this spoiler-free review. It's kinda hard to talk about story like this without spoiling anything. I'm gonna give Dark 9.7 out of 10, which means go watch it. I'm gonna give you now a spoiler warning, so if you haven't watched the show till the end, go watch it and then you can come here to watch the rest of the video. With that said, let's get with the spoilers. So I started taking notes when I was watching the first season, and then I eventually just threw them away because it was pretty easy for first season to track who's parent, but then in second, especially in third season, you have things like Charlotte and Elizabeth being each other's mothers and daughters. You have Bartos being Noah's father, Jonas being his own grandfather, and just I still couldn't believe how after all this everything is still beautifully connected and everything has so much sense. It's just blow my mind. I mean, this makes Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen being nothing compared to this. The biggest oh my god thing besides Jonas killing Martha, I mean Adam killing Martha, but Adam is actually Jonas, oh my god. And later Martha killing Jonas. No, the biggest oh my god moment for me was in season 2. You have that one scene, it's a short scene, and you first time watching it you might not find it that interesting. It's a scene where Bartos is telling to Martha and Magnus a story about a woman in a lake. Like a long time ago they found a woman at the bottom of that same lake. And the craziest thing is that later in season 3 we find out that that woman is actually Martha's and Magnus's mom, Katerina, who by the way was killed by her own mother in the past. What? The only time that I was kinda afraid that they might go ruin the show for me is beginning of season 3, when they show us that besides time travel there's also a multiverse, and the first time I was like that's kinda too much, but I was wrong. I was so wrong. Everything was still perfectly connected and the story gets even better. The reveal that there is a third Earth revolt was a pretty big surprise for me. I didn't expect that to happen. Even if everything in this show is about number 3, they travel 33 years in the past. There's that triple triangle on the door in the cave. The show has 3 seasons, okay, maybe without that last. The visual effects weren't the best, especially for that dark matter thing, but I didn't so much care about that. I didn't pay attention too much because I was so into a story and characters, and Dark is not one of those big budget Hollywood movies and TV shows. It's a small show with a small budget where it's not everything about money, it's kind of about the storytelling, which turns out to be probably one of my top 3 favorite TV shows. So there you have it, this is my review for Dark TV show. Comment down below, did you love this show? What is your favorite moment? What is your least favorite moment, if you have one? Like this video, subscribe to my channel for more reviews, and I will see you next time. Bye!